My name's Marie, I live in Devon in the UK and I love growing vegetables. I've had my allotment for about 8 years. I've learnt a lot along the way. I've learnt what I like to do, what I don't like to do. Everybody's different, so there's lots of different ways of doing things. I've learnt all of this through watching YouTube channels, reading books, talking to other plot holders. Hopefully you'll find something useful here too. And if you do, please consider subscribing. Thank you. So it's January 2021 and I couldn't wait to start growing this year, so I've already sown some seeds. Let's take a look at what we've got. This is my unheated shed outside in the backyard. I've got a heated propagator tray that's a windowsill design, and I've started off some early crops in here. The reason I can start off early crops is that I have a grow light placed above it on a timer. I also have a sheltered area next to the house where I can put these seedlings once they've started to grow, that will keep the frost off them and keep them just above about 5 degrees, which is what most seedlings need to keep going. I'm also based in the southwest in Devon, so our climate is a little bit warmer down here than the rest of the UK. We're right next to the sea, probably half a mile away at the most, so it very rarely snows down here and frosts aren't very hard. So what I've started off with is some peppers in the end box. So I've got some chili peppers in here and some bell peppers. My kids cannot get enough of bell peppers, particularly the orange ones, so they're always the ones that go missing first. And chili peppers and bell pepper seeds are notorious for getting for taking their time and getting going, so I've started them off early to try and get a head start. I did grow some pepper plants last year, but I got a very poor crop, and some didn't crop until October time, so they didn't have enough time to ripen. In this tray I've got some watermelon seeds. Little Darling, it's a variety bred for the UK, so hopefully we'll get some little melons. It's one of my little girl's favourite things to eat. We bought a normal sized watermelon yesterday and she's already eaten half of it. I don't know where she puts it. And then in the back we've got some loofah seeds. I know it's very early to start off both of these, but my plan for these seeds is to grow them under cover next to my house, up a trellis in some pots, so I can give them plenty of water and they're under shelter, so that they're never going to get really cold, and the extra heat from the lean-to should hopefully give them a bit of a boost. In this tray down here, it wouldn't actually fit on the propagator heating pad, so I've just left it on the side in the hope that it would get some heat. Is celeriac, and it's a variety Monarch. These seeds are tiny things, so I think you can probably just about make them out. These little brown round things, these are the seeds, and they're actually a lot bigger than when I first sowed them. So all seeds grow by absorbing water, and then they burst as the sprout comes out. So these ones haven't sprouted yet, but they've swollen quite a lot, ready to burst into life. Here I've got 3 trays of tomatoes. Tomatoes are a massive hit in our house, as you can tell. That's why the YouTube channel's called as such. I like trying new varieties of tomatoes each year, but I do have my regular favourites that I go back to. So Sun Gold is still my all-time favourite. It's so sweet, it's like eating sugary candies, sweets, and my kids will just troop off straight into the greenhouse and stuff their faces on tomatoes as soon as we get to the allotment in the summer. When they were younger, about 18 months old, they used to try the green ones as well, but quickly learnt that a colour change makes them very tasty, and that was actually really interesting to watch from a parenting point of view, that they learnt by themselves within a couple of bites not to go for the green ones. So I have Sun Gold. There's about I think 20 seeds in this front row here. I've got a few new types in behind. These are all from real seeds, so they're heirloom varieties in that you can save the seed from them and they will grow true to type. Sun Gold is an F1, which means it's a hybrid, so both parent plants are different, and if you save the seed from Sun Gold, you may get some that are nice and sweet, but some of them will not be nice and sweet. It won't grow true to the type, so that's why I purchase Sun Gold seeds each year. It's only a few pounds for a packet, and you're guaranteed that you get the lovely sweet tasting tomatoes. Some of these packets here, so Mountain Magic is another F1, that's blight resistant, so I grow that one outside, and there was only I think 6 seeds in each pack, but we regularly get blight down here, so it's an investment that's worth it. Sun Cherry Premium, another F1 variety, I think there are only 4 seeds in that one. Buffalo Sun F1, again 4 seeds. Gourmandia, which is they only had 5 seeds, and then there's some packs down here that had like 40 seeds in, so I've just sown quite a lot of Gardener's Delight and Craigella just because there were so many seeds. I won't need all of the plants, so there's probably over 100 seeds in these 3 trays. But my plan is, if I have spares, I can pass them on to family and friends, even put them on the doorstep and say free tomato plants. My plan as well this year is to root the side shoots. So you've probably heard people talking about side shooting tomatoes, and that's when you have a main stem that grows up, you get a leaf coming out of the side, and then you get a little shoot growing in between the leaf and the main stem, and that's the bit you remove to grow straight up as tall as possible. But those little side shoots you can actually put into water and they'll root within a couple of days, and then you have another tomato plant that's genetically identical to the parent. So for the Mountain Magic, because there's only 6 seeds in each packet, I've decided this year I'm going to save all the side shoots and grow those on so that I can have multiple blight resistant plants outside at the allotment. Hi folks, it's the 1st of February today and we're back in the shed to see how the seeds are getting on germinating, or not. So here are my chilli and pepper seeds. There's still no action in there at the moment as far as I can see. Still nice and damp though, so we'll keep our fingers crossed with that one. I'm not really expecting anything from them for maybe another week or 2. In this one we had our little darling watermelon and loofah. Still no signs of life from them. Here's the celeriac. Still can't see anything in there happening, just swollen seeds. This is the exciting bit. Here are my tomato seedlings. So, if I carefully lift this one out, she says. Wow. So here are Gardener's Delight seedlings. They're loving it. This line here is Craigella, which is a new variety for me this year. It's a traditional variety, but I've not tried it before. And then the interesting thing here is San Marzano saved seed. This is from last year, this is from the year before. So if we look at the labels, 2020 and 2019. So last year I grew San Marzano from Save Seed and they did this. So even just 1 year difference has made a massive impact on germination rates. So to be honest, I'm not going to bother with any of these from 2019. I'm just going to save these 2021. See what else we've got. So here we have Sun Gold, which is my favourite variety. There's 2 packs of 10 in there, so they've come really well. Then there's a few different types in here that are new to me. These are all from real seeds. Rose de Bern, which is a beef type pinky coloured salad tomato. Chadwick Cherry, which is a cherry tomato that's prolific apparently. and then Amish paste. So it's like a plum tomato but bigger. So I'm quite looking forward to trying all 3 of those this year. And they've all come really nice big healthy leaves. And then the last tray, Tigerella. So this is from a packet. I don't really know what's going on here. This end seems to be poorer than this end. Might be an artifact of being in the tray, or it could be to do with the seed, I'm not really sure. This is the Mountain Magic F1, so you'd expect it to be quite vigorous. It's a hybrid, and they look like they've come out nicely. There were 6 in a packet, and there's 2 packets here, so they've all look like they've all germinated. Then Sun Cherry Premium F1, there were 5 seeds apparently in this one, all in a nice line. Buffalo Sun, so I think these have some blight resistance if I remember rightly. Not as much as Mountain Magic, but it's a beef type tomato, and it's got a yellow, it's red with a yellow streak across it, so I'm quite looking forward to trying those. And then here we've got Gourmandia, and you can see they're a bit slower. There were only 4 seeds in this pack, and the 4th one's just poking through. So I might leave those for another day to finish sending out their first shoots. But all the others can now be pricked out and potted on, and I'll show you that in my next video. Thank you for watching this first video. If you like what you've seen, don't forget to subscribe, and I will keep making more. See you again.